That's another picture from Huashan Mountain.
Why do they have everything on a high mountain?
I know that.
God.
It's
I'm
not
not
the place to go if you're afraid of heights.
Whoa.
You know, that's a good question, Kate.
Boy.
Well,
But you know, it's breathtakingly beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the word in Chinese for someone who is highly cultivated or enlightened, it means to live high on the mountain. That's the way, what's the way it translated. So historically, all the Taoist hermits would go live high on these mountains where they could get away from society and practice meditation and martial arts, and they grow their own food.
Now, there are people up on top of
Yeah,
that
so
mountain.
nowadays they've built these little huts and houses there where you can actually stay, and a lot of people go to this part of the mountain. I mean, it's a really popular thing to do for Chinese people to go climb a mountain once, once a year. So we saw a lot of other people up there, very few Western people. Very, very few. A few Europeans, but mostly it was all Chinese families climbing up the mountain.
Your take on China today?
You know, I saw that it was really moving quickly toward modernizing and really doing a lot of the similar stuff that we're doing here. I mean, yoga is big there. Health food is starting to come. A lot of the things that you think of here and on the forefront is all happening there. So I was blown away. I didn't spend a lot of time in the city to get a real sense of what was happening, but when we would go through, I was blown away by how modern it was and how much they were embracing world culture too.
Life-changing for you?
Absolutely. I mean, it was just unbelievable to visit these places. And these are practices that I do every day and that I learn from my teacher, and to go to the places where they came from. Right here, I'm standing at a memorial for my teacher's teacher in the form of Tai Chi that we do. And so this is literally going back to the origin of where this stuff came from and getting to do our forms and our practices here at this place. It's just such a great honor and feel part of a tradition that has been going back for thousands of years.
Would you have liked to stayed longer?
You know, this trip I would. It was relatively, my Tibet trip was really hard, and this trip wasn't that hard. I mean, we knew people everywhere we went, so we just got treated like royalty. I mean, the food was unbelievable. Every meal we ate was at least 10 different courses of food. I mean, all local from whatever province we were in. I could have stayed for months.
A little sad to see it going so westernized.
For me, it was. I mean, it was neat to see, the modernization, but I'm kind of I like the old culture. I mean, I would have loved to see old China before, computers and everyone had a cell phone. And I really wanted to spend more time seeing old calligraphy and old music. And fortunately, we got to go to those places where the old culture is still alive, but it's
Fast disappearing.
It's quickly disappearing.
If you could bring back one thing, or if you brought back one thing about the China trip, what would that one thing be?
I think the thing that struck me the most is I was a little bit nervous to go to China, and I had kind of a judgment about it. And when I got there, I realized that, like every place I've been in the world, I keep learning this lesson. People are just people. They love good food. They love music. They love family. They love peace. They love nature. They love to sit outside and listen to the birds. I mean, I got to hang out with, in the morning, the old Chinese ladies come out and they sing. Like, they go around robin a cappella and they sing in the courtyard. And that you wake up hearing that, or you hear the old guy playing the erhu, or you see the old folks doing their Tai Chi and Qigong in the park in the morning. Those things are just precious. So those are some of the images that I bring home.
Well, we hope it doesn't disappear too rapidly.
Yeah, I keep it with me. I brought you guys a little gift.
Oh, good.
In the temples,
Good.
in the temples they give out these blessing charms.
Oh,
and
how
so
nice.
this is from one of the temples near where the Tao Te Ching was written, Logon Tai. So this has been blessed by a Taoist priest, and on one side it has the goddess Kuan Yin, and on the other side it has the serpent, and the serpent symbolizes the strengthening of your creative power. So I figure you guys are creative on, with your show, so that'll help strengthen your creative power.
Very interesting.
Thank you.
Very
Yeah.
interesting that people are the same the world round.
I keep learning that, I've been so many places and I keep meeting people. When you get past, whatever the government, the political stuff, people are just people and they love the same thing and they all love peace. So that was beautiful.
Kane, thank you for sharing it with us.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Great to be here.
beautiful.
Wonderful. Thank
Great pictures.
Yeah, we'll have to have tea next time.
Yes.